Did you know that not all types of rice are equal when it comes to diabetes? Just since ancient times, rice has been a staple food in many cultures around the world. However, as nutritional science has advanced, we have learned that different types of rice can affect our bodies in different ways. This is especially important for those who have diabetes. Controlling blood sugar is a constant challenge for diabetics, and understanding the impacts of different types of rice can make all the difference to your health. In this video, we will highlight the 4 types of rice that most affect blood sugar control in diabetics. We will explain the scientific and nutritional reasons behind these choices, helping you make healthier and more informed food choices. Let's start with number 4 on our list of worst types of rice for diabetics. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button if you love health content. Rice number 4, parboiled rice. Parboiled rice is a type of rice that goes through a pre-cooking process while it is still in the husk. This causes some nutrients from the husk to seep into the grain, making it a little more nutritious than regular white rice. The idea behind this process is to improve the nutritional value of the rice and make it easier to cook, as the preparation time is reduced. However, despite retaining more nutrients, parboiled rice still has a relatively high glycemic index. This means that when you consume it, it is quickly turned into blood sugar, which can lead to glucose spikes. For those with diabetes, these spikes are especially worrying, as they make it difficult to control blood sugar levels. But how do you know if parboiled rice is actually bad for you? Imagine a common situation. A family dinner. You prepare a typical dish, like rice with beans, meat, and salad. If you opt for parboiled rice, the glycemic response may be more pronounced, meaning your body will have to work harder to keep your blood sugar level stable. Now, let's show a little story to illustrate this. Maria, a 65-year-old woman, has always enjoyed cooking for her grandchildren. She always used parboiled rice because she believed it was healthier. However, after being diagnosed with diabetes, she began to notice that her blood glucose levels rose rapidly after meals. Talking to her nutritionist, she discovered that parboiled rice, despite some benefits, was not the best option for her. When switching to brown rice, Maria noticed a significant improvement in her blood sugar control. So why is parboiled rice still so popular? It is easier to cook and may seem like a practical choice. However, for those with diabetes, this convenience can come with a high price. It's important to consider not only convenience, but also how each food affects long-term health. Some practical tips for those who want to avoid glucose spikes when consuming rice include replacing parboiled rice with options with a lower glycemic index, such as brown rice or wild rice. Additionally, combining rice with vegetables and proteins can help reduce the speed at which carbohydrates are absorbed by the body, promoting a more stable glycemic response. As you think about your next meals, remember Mary and her experience. Small changes in food choices can make a big difference in quality of life and diabetes control. Choosing wisely not only helps keep blood sugar under control, but also contributes to a more balanced and nutritious diet. So, the next time you go to the market and come across parboiled rice, remember its characteristics and the impact it can have on your health. Are you enjoying these tips? Then you will love what I prepared for you. Imagine having access to a digital book full of delicious, healthy, and practical recipes for your daily life, all created especially for diabetics. From a nutritious lunch to a filling dinner, each recipe is designed to keep your blood sugar level stable and your diet varied. But you need to act quickly, as copies are running out and I don't want you to be without yours. I left the link in the first comment of this video. Download it now, before it ends. Rice number 3, white rice. This type of rice is one of the most consumed in the world, but for those with diabetes, it can be a real trap. White rice is widely used in various cuisines, from Asian dishes to our beloved Brazilian food. However, what many people don't know is that the refining process that turns brown rice into white rice removes most of the fiber, vitamins, and minerals. The result is a grain that is practically made up of simple carbohydrates, which are quickly converted into glucose by our body. Imagine the following scene. João, a 60-year-old man, has always liked a good dish of white rice and beans. After being diagnosed with diabetes, he noticed that his blood sugar levels rose sharply after these meals. Talking to his doctor, he discovered that white rice, being highly refined, had a high glycemic index, causing these glucose spikes. To understand better, the glycemic index is a measure of how foods affect blood sugar levels. Foods with a high glycemic index, such as white rice, are quickly digested and absorbed, leading to a rapid and significant increase in blood sugar levels. This can be particularly problematic for diabetics, who need to carefully manage their blood sugar. Now, let's think about some alternatives. Instead of white rice, Joao could try brown rice, which keeps the husk and bran of the grain, resulting in a greater amount of fiber and nutrients. Fiber helps slow the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, resulting in a more gradual rise in blood glucose levels. Another example would be Maria, who replaced white rice with quinoa in her meals. Quinoa, in addition to being rich in fiber, also offers proteins and several essential nutrients, providing a more balanced option with a lower glycemic impact. It is also important to consider the preparation method and side dishes. A dish of pure white rice has a different glycemic impact than a dish that combines rice with fiber-rich vegetables and lean proteins. Therefore, when planning your meals, try to include a variety of foods that help balance the glycemic impact. For those accustomed to the taste and texture of white rice, the transition to other options may seem difficult at first. However, small, gradual changes, like mixing white rice with brown rice or adding more vegetables to your dish, can make a big difference. Over time, these new food choices can become part of your daily routine, contributing to better blood sugar control and more robust overall health. In summary, while white rice is a staple in many diets, it can pose a significant challenge for those with diabetes. Choosing healthier alternatives and making adjustments to the way you prepare them can help you better manage your blood sugar levels and improve your quality of life. So the next time you're preparing your meal, consider options that not only satisfy your taste buds but also contribute to better health. Rice number 2, jasmine rice. Now, we come to number 2 on our list of the worst types of rice for diabetics: jasmine rice. Known for its fragrant aroma and delicate flavor, jasmine rice is popular in Asian dishes, but let's understand why it is not a good choice for those who need to control their blood sugar levels. Jasmine rice, like white rice, is a refined grain. During the refining process, the outer hull, bran and germ are removed, leaving behind a grain that is polished and shiny but low in fiber and nutrients. This results in food that is quickly digested and converted to glucose, leading to rapid spikes in blood sugar. Think about a typical afternoon at Anna's house. She loves preparing Thai dishes for her family, and jasmine rice is one of her favorites because of its unique flavor and aroma. However, Anna was recently diagnosed with diabetes and began to notice that after meals, she felt more tired and thirsty, signs that her blood sugar levels were high. Anna decided to seek professional help and, in a consultation with her nutritionist, learned that jasmine rice has a high glycemic index. This means that, like white rice, it is quickly absorbed by the body, causing glucose spikes. For someone with diabetes, these spikes can be difficult to manage and harmful in the long run. Anna's nutritionist suggested that she replaced jasmine rice with rice varieties with a lower glycemic index, such as whole grain basmati rice or wild rice. These types of rice, as they have more fiber and nutrients, are digested more slowly, resulting in more gradual increases in blood glucose levels. To illustrate further, imagine a graph with two lines. The jasmine rice line rises quickly after the meal, indicating a glucose spike. The whole basmati rice line rises in a more gradual and controlled manner, representing a gentler impact on blood sugar. This control is crucial for those with diabetes, as it helps to avoid sudden fluctuations that can lead to long-term complications. In addition to considering the type of rice, it is also important to think about the side dishes. Anna began including more fiber-rich vegetables and lean proteins in her meals, which helped decrease the overall glycemic impact of her meals. With these changes, she noticed a significant improvement in her energy levels and glucose control. Another useful tip is preparing the rice. Cooking rice with a little less water can result in a firmer grain that is less likely to cause glucose spikes. Adding vegetables and herbs to rice can also make the meal more nutritious and flavorful. So the next time you're thinking about preparing a meal with jasmine rice, remember the effects it can have on blood sugar levels. Choosing healthier alternatives and making preparation adjustments can help maintain blood sugar control and promote a more balanced diet. In summary, while jasmine rice is delicious and aromatic, it may not be the best choice for diabetics due to its high glycemic index. Don't forget to download your digital book, which is in the first comment of this video. Copies are running out. Rice number 1, glutinous rice. Also known as istikia rice, it is very popular in Asian cuisine, especially in desserts and festive dishes. However, for those living with diabetes, it can be a real challenge. Glutinous rice gets its name from its extremely sticky texture when cooked, which is the result of a high content of amylopectin, a type of starch that is digested quickly. This rapid digestion causes a rapid and significant rise in blood glucose levels, making it particularly problematic for people with diabetes. Imagine the following scene. Pedro, a 68-year-old man, has always loved sushi and traditional Asian desserts made with glutinous rice. After being diagnosed with diabetes, he noticed that, after consuming these delicacies, his blood glucose levels soared. This left him worried and uncomfortable, with symptoms including extreme tiredness and blurred vision. Pedro decided to seek help from a nutrition expert, who explained that glutinous rice, despite being delicious and culturally significant, has one of the highest glycemic indexes among types of rice. This means it is quickly converted into blood sugar, leading to glucose spikes that are difficult for diabetics to manage. Pedro's nutritionist suggested some alternatives and modifications to the diet. For example, instead of using glutinous rice for desserts, he could try desserts made with low glycemic grains like quinoa or brown rice. Additionally, Pedro could include more fiber and protein in his meals to help control carbohydrate absorption and stabilize blood sugar levels. To illustrate further, think of a glycemic response graph. The line representing glutinous rice rises sharply immediately after the meal, indicating a sharp spike in glucose. Comparatively, the line of a meal with quinoa or brown rice rises in a more gradual and controlled manner, showing a smaller impact on blood sugar levels. This difference is crucial for diabetics who need to keep their blood sugar under control. Now, let's talk about some practical tips that Pedro adopted to improve his diet. He started preparing sushi dishes with brown rice, which not only has more fiber and nutrients, but also helps reduce glucose spikes. Additionally, Pedro learned how to make traditional desserts using alternatives such as unsweetened coconut milk and natural sweeteners, making them more suitable for his glycemic control. Another interesting story is that of Lucia, who loved making glutinous rice cakes for her family. After discovering that her husband had diabetes, she began experimenting with recipes using low glycemic flours, such as almond and coconut flour, creating delicious and healthier desserts. These small changes made a big difference in her family's health and her husband's diabetes control. For those who are fans of glutinous rice, the transition may seem difficult at first. However, there are many delicious alternatives that can be incorporated into your diet without sacrificing the taste and texture you love. Experiment with different grains and preparation methods, and you might be surprised at how versatile and tasty your food can be. In summary, while glutinous rice is a traditional delicacy in many cultures, it poses a major challenge for those who need to control their blood sugar levels due to its high glycemic index. Choosing healthier alternatives and making adjustments to recipes can help keep blood sugar stable and promote a balanced and nutritious diet. Avoiding these types of rice and opting for healthier alternatives can make a big difference in controlling your blood sugar and your overall health. Did you know that there are drinks that can help keep your blood sugar under control? I'm leaving a video on your screen that talks about the 3 best drinks for diabetics. Discover what these powerful drinks are and how they can improve your health. I wait you there.